Welcome to McPherson Park, Neil.
Thanks, Patto.
Neil, you've been a member of this club for many, many years. What year did you actually join the club?
I come here in 1971 with brother Ken. We both came from Laverton originally. And we played together for, I think, about 5 years before he was too old, and I kept going because I was younger.
You could have got your other brother here, would have been very handy.
Well, we tried, but instead of coming here, he went to Sunshine, and he then got himself a Premiership and a Lesson medal. Well, we could have had him up here.
Yes, we would have taken him for sure. Now, you played in that Premiership champion year in 1973 here with your brother. Must have been an outstanding side you played in.
Well, I don't think there's too many leagues have a bunch of guys who have got so much talent, so much size, and probably more particularly was the camaraderie that was there between those guys, and lots of them didn't even know each other, but it just developed and it clicked, and they were never going to get beaten. And seldom did you find any one guy get beaten on a day. That's just the way it was.
After you
would have been the coach.
After your playing career, you took up coaching at this club and coached with quite a few premierships.
Yeah, I was fortunate to have 3 of them, back to back, as they call. And having played for a long time, to go into coaching was even more rewarding. To wind some kids up, let them go, tell them to go and have some fun, and see them produce all they needed to produce that's fantastic.
Out of that 82, 83 under 18 sides, a lot of them went on and played in senior grand finals for the club too. In our run of, I think we got beat by 1 point for a run of 4 grand finals, and a lot of those kids that you coaching played in those grand finals for the seniors.
Yeah, well, I would like to say there was probably, if I could count them now, probably about 8 or 9 that played in those couple of those years, which is, again, that's as a junior coach, that's what you're there for, and that, as a football club, that's what you're there for, is to produce kids, because they are the cheapest that you get. You're going to have to pay for lots of them, but if you can get them that you produce yourself, they play for your club, not necessarily for the money, and they give you absolutely everything.
You do have a couple of young fellas, two of your young blokes. They turn out to be very handy sportsmen also.
Yes, David and Justin, they both played here as juniors. David played in one of my premiership teams, but they were they could play a little bit, but they weren't built for it, and they got into golf somehow or other, or because my father-in-law and mother-in-law played a lot of golf. They got into it, and off they went, and they just put their minds to that. And Justin is an extremely good coach. Didn't play as well, although he won quite a few tournaments. And David went on to actually played on the US tour in 2006 for 12 months, and played in America for a long time, the secondary tour. And now he's on the Champions Tour, which is the senior, the over 50s, and still making quite a few dollars out of it. So he's done very well.
Your wife, I had the distinction of coaching your wife at netball. She was a very good sportsman also, very fierce competitor. She played in the centre, and we won a grand final, lost a grand final. I can remember the grand final she played in for the Melton Football Club, and that was back in 1976. That was absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, well, she had played as a junior, probably from age 14, 15. And I think she probably played at state level. So she had been in it for a long time. And, of course, yeah, she would be very good. But I think they had a few other good ladies as well.
Oh yeah, Jumbo's missus and Billy Wheatley's wife and things like that. They had a very, very good side. They were easy to coach. Well, they virtually carried me. I think I enjoyed it immensely. Been a great.
That's what makes coaches, isn't it?
It's great having you up here, Neil, and it's been our 140th year. It's fantastic to have this interview with you. Thanks very much.
My pleasure, not a problem.